Good morning. Here is your global news report for February 13, 2026. First, let's look at the major global headlines. The world is currently characterized by complex geopolitical maneuvering between major powers, including US-China relations, the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and US involvement in the Middle East. Energy markets and economic policies are evolving under the influence of diplomatic negotiations, domestic reforms, and sanctions. In parallel, domestic political instability and governance challenges are prominent in various regions, such as anti-labor reform protests in Argentina, intensified internet control in Russia, and the halt of immigration crackdowns in the US, highlighting the multifaceted nature of international affairs. Turning to the United States, significant developments in the judicial and political spheres include questions raised about prosecutorial claims in an appellate case of a prominent murder, a ruling deeming the defense secretary's retaliatory actions against a congressman unconstitutional, and a settlement reached by a company linked to a mass shooting incident. These events mark important progress in the US legal and political landscape. In Europe, France's southern regions were hit by the winter storm Nils, leading to red alerts in 3 departments. A stabbing incident occurred at a school in London, and 6 bodies were discovered in a mountainous area of Bulgaria, marking significant events related to weather disasters and public safety. In the Middle East, significant movements in economic, security, and geopolitical aspects are observed, including energy development in Libya, geopolitical shifts in Syria post-US troop withdrawal, and a surge in mining investments in Saudi Arabia. In Russia, international sports sanctions related to the invasion of Ukraine continue, while domestic industries are developing indigenous technologies to cope with parts shortages. President Putin is expanding the role and control of domestic security forces. Tourism demand between Russia and Japan has seen a sharp increase. China has advanced its lunar exploration program with successful flight tests of its new spacecraft Mengzhou and Long March 10 rocket. The nation is also initiating the construction of a unified national power market and increasing investment in 6G technology and basic research. While negotiating an extension of the trade truce with the US, China has revealed the presence of cyber units in the South China Sea and expressed vigilance regarding Japan's militaristic trends. Next, here are the key stories from Japan. In Japan's economic sector, major companies like Dentsu Group and Nissan are facing massive deficits and management overhauls, while PayPay is set for a US Nasdaq listing. On the security front, there have been significant domestic and international developments, including the detention of a Chinese fishing vessel and a statement from Taiwan's president that China's next target could be Japan. In Asia-Oceania, reports indicate that Kim Jong-un's daughter in North Korea has been designated as a successor. Singapore is increasing its tobacco tax by 20%, and a pesticide warehouse fire in Indonesia has led to river pollution, reflecting a diverse range of developments. In the South American region, significant political, economic, and social activities have been vibrant, including the easing of U.S. energy restrictions and airspace reopening in Venezuela, the passage of a labor reform bill in Argentina, and the dismissal of police officials by the president in Colombia. That concludes today's Global News Report. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.